You were never meant to fit in. There is something you have always known, but perhaps never fully understood. It is not something that was taught to you. It is something that lives inside you, like a silent pulse behind every breath. Since childhood, you have felt different. Not in a way you could explain to others, not in a way that made you feel special, just different. While others found comfort in noise, you found discomfort. While they chased approval, you questioned its meaning. You looked at the world and it felt wrong. Or maybe not wrong, but artificial, as though everyone else was playing a game and you alone could see the illusion. Welcome to Buddha's story. You are here for a reason. The fact that you found this message is not an accident. You did not arrive here by coincidence. You are part of something greater, something ancient, something sacred. And I invite you to stay until the end. Because what I'm about to say may not only awaken something in you, it may also finally explain everything. You see, there are people walking this earth who do not belong to it. Their bodies were born here, but their spirits carry the memory of a different origin. These souls walk through life with a quiet ache, not knowing why they feel misplaced. They are drawn to silence. They find beauty in solitude. They are exhausted by small talk, by conformity, by hollow rituals. But they do not know why, until now. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to awaken. And the world has tried everything to stop you. It told you to be normal, to follow the rules, to silence your intuition. It labeled your sensitivity as weakness. It called your depth a burden. It punished your refusal to conform. But you could never truly obey, could you? Something in you always resisted, something deep, something unshakable. That is because your soul does not come from this system. You are not here to serve its structures. You are here to see through them. You are here to bring light where others have accepted darkness. You are here to be the voice of stillness in a world addicted to noise. You are not strange. You are sacred. And your sense of disconnection is not a flaw. It is a confirmation. Throughout history, there have been many who walked the same path. Consider the story of Arav, a young man raised in great luxury. From birth, he was told he would be a leader. His father built walls around his life to protect him from pain, suffering, and death. He was given every pleasure, every distraction, every reason to be content. But Arav was not content. He felt something missing. One night, he slipped beyond the walls of his estate and encountered what he had never been shown before: sickness, old age, and death. For the first time, he saw the truth. And once he saw it, he could never unsee it. He walked away from everything: his title, his comfort, his predictable path, not because he was weak, but because his soul demanded truth more than comfort. This story is not fiction. It is the story of every awakened one. Orav is not just a character from history. He is a reflection of you. Like him, you may be surrounded by everything society says you should want, yet inside, something stirs. A sacred discontent, a divine discomfort. That stirring is your call, and if you ignore it, you will suffer in silence. But if you answer it, you will suffer in truth, and from that truth, freedom is born. The awakened ones have always been outsiders. In the Zen tradition, there is the story of Leon, a woodcutter who never learned to read. One day, while gathering firewood, he overheard a monk reciting a verse. That one verse struck him like lightning. He felt something break open inside. He left his tools, walked for days to find the monastery, and asked to become a disciple. The learned monks laughed at him, but the master saw the light in his eyes. Later, when all the others presented verses full of cleverness, it was Leon's simple truth that revealed real awakening. He was chosen, not by men, but by truth itself. This is what you must understand. Being chosen is not about being better. It is about being aligned. It is about being willing to lose what is false in order to find what is real. And if you have ever felt alone in a crowd, numb in success, or invisible in a world that celebrates surface over substance, you are not broken. You are remembering. The longing you feel is not for a place, but for a state of being, a state of truth, of presence, of wholeness. And now you must choose. You can continue pretending. You can keep trying to fit in, shrinking your light to match a room built on shadows. Or you can stop. You can stop apologizing for your knowing. Stop numbing your intuition. Stop making yourself smaller to keep others comfortable. You are not meant to be understood by everyone. You are meant to be true to the one within you. the one who has always whispered, even when the world screamed, the one who said, "There is more," the one who knew. That is why the world resists you, because you cannot be controlled. You cannot be caged. And that, more than anything, makes you dangerous to systems built on obedience. But you are not here to rebel for the sake of rebellion. You are here to remember, and your remembrance will be your revolution. So if this message speaks to something you have always felt but never had the words for, subscribe to this channel. Not because we need numbers, but because you need a space where truth is not only allowed, but honored. At Buddha Story, this is what we are here for, to remind you of what you already know. Before we continue, I leave you with a question. When you look at your life, which truth feels more real? A, I have always felt like something inside me does not belong to this world. B, I sometimes question if my discomfort is just fear, not something spiritual. Comment your answer below, A or B, and let us walk this path together as those who remember. Live like you remember who you are. There is a quiet moment that comes after awakening, a moment when you realize that remembering is not enough. Knowing the truth is not the end, it is the beginning. Once you remember who you are, the real question becomes, will you live like it? This world does not reward spiritual remembrance. It rewards repetition. It rewards conformity. But if you are one of those who have tasted the truth, you will never again be able to find peace in pretending. You may still try. You may attempt to blend back in, to laugh at things you do not find funny, to chase goals that no longer move you, to silence your intuition so others feel more comfortable. But you will feel it, that dissonance between who you have been told to be and who you truly are. And that dissonance will not let you rest. Living as a chosen one is not about feeling superior. It is about feeling responsible. When you carry a sacred awareness, it is no longer about seeking. It is about embodying. You are no longer looking for signs. You are becoming the sign. But this embodiment does not happen by accident. It must be chosen, practiced, protected. The first step is to stop seeking validation from those who are not designed to understand you. Many will try to talk you out of your depth. They will say you are too sensitive, too intense, too idealistic. But these are not flaws. They are evidence of your capacity to feel the unseen, to sense what others miss. The world fears what it cannot explain, and so it tries to name it, reduce it, label it. But you were never meant to be explained. You were meant to be experienced. You cannot live as a chosen one while still craving acceptance from those asleep to who you are. You must let go of needing to be understood. Instead, live in a way that is undeniably true, even if it is misunderstood. That is how mountains are moved, not by seeking approval, but by standing firm. In the teachings of the Dharma, the great sage Kamal once said, "Truth has no need for a crowd, it only needs a vessel." He was a wandering monk who had been exiled from several monasteries for refusing to recite chants he did not believe in. Wherever he went, he spoke simply, but with such clarity that those who heard him could not unhear what he said. Kamal did not seek fame. He was not even liked by most of his peers. But decades later, it was his words that remained, not theirs. To live like you remember who you are is to become like Kamal, not louder but clearer, not more aggressive, but more rooted. You are no longer here to win arguments. You are here to walk in presence. And presence, for the awakened one, is power. There are 5 sacred principles that govern the life of one who walks in remembrance. These are not rules, but realities. They do not restrict you. They return you. The first is separation. You must stop blending into systems that are not built for your spirit. You were designed to see beyond, and because of that, you will always feel the edges where others feel security. You may have to leave places that once felt like home. You may have to walk away from people who refuse to grow. This is not betrayal. It is obedience to your becoming. Even the great Mahadevi, a poet mystic of the 12th century, left her village when she could no longer sing songs that were not hers. She wandered barefoot, refusing titles, refusing possessions, refusing the mask. Better to be naked in the truth, she said, than clothed in illusions. Her life was lonely, but it was lit with freedom. The second is spiritual hygiene. Just as the body requires clean air and water, your soul requires clean input. Be mindful of what you allow into your awareness. Not everything that is available is nourishing, The world is full of noise, entertainment, distraction, stimulation, but not all of it serves your path. Guard your attention as a sacred gate. What you watch, what you hear, what you say, it all becomes part of your atmosphere. Do not poison your temple and then wonder why your spirit feels heavy. The third is voice. Speak like someone who has seen the light. Let your words create, not destroy. The power of the tongue is not symbolic. It is literal. Your speech shapes energy. Your declarations influence perception. Say what you need to say, but say it with the awareness of your authority. You are not here to echo trends. You are here to release truth into a tired world. Remember what the Buddha said. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Speak less, say more. The fourth is faith. You must learn to walk without a map. Logic will take you where others have been, but intuition will take you where only you are meant to go. Do not wait for proof to begin. Begin, and the proof will meet you. The awakened life is not about safety. It is about surrender. And there will be times when everything looks uncertain, but your inner knowing says move. Listen to that knowing. It is older than your fear. The fifth is source. You must stay connected to what fuels your light. Meditation, prayer, silence, stillness. These are not luxuries. They are lifelines. Just as a lamp must be plugged in to shine, you must remain connected to your source. Not just on retreats, not just in crisis, daily, consistently, quietly. It is in that space where clarity returns, where the noise dissolves, where the mission becomes clear again. You may wonder, is this path lonely? Yes, at times. But you must not confuse solitude with suffering. The tree does not ask the forest to validate its roots. It simply grows. And when you grow, you will find others like you. Not many, but enough. And those connections, when they come, will not be shallow. They will be sacred. So live like you remember who you are. Live like someone who has walked through fire and chose to rise instead of retreat. Live like someone who knows that your existence is not random, that your presence is permission for others to remember too. The time for hiding is over. The time for apologizing is done. You are not here to keep the peace. You are here to carry the light. And sometimes light disrupts. If the world rejects you, bless it and keep moving. If they misunderstand you, love them and keep glowing. Your job is not to convince. Your job is to be. And in your being, you become the reminder that truth is not dead, that power is not noise, that awakening is possible. Let others live in circles. You are here to spiral upward. Let others chase what fades. You are here to build what remains. Let others fear the unknown. You were born to walk into it. You are not meant to fit in. You are meant to remember. And then to live like it.